Hello, my name is Ling, but these days I'm known as Cyan Finch. Let me tell you the story on how I got that name. When I was young, my friend Zilong and I trained in the Hidden Lands for years. We were the disciples of our master, the Great Dragon. We had but one goal, to be a worthy successor for our master. As the years flew by, the day of the final contest for Zilong and I had arrived. Whoever wins will be his heir. I fought with all my might and with great talent, bested Zilong and was pronounced the winner of the fight. However, the Great Dragon still chose him to be the successor and foster son. I know Zilong is handsome, manly, and so buff, the perfect candidate. But still, I was the winner! I should be the successor! I left the Hidden Lands in disgrace. My hatred for Zilong and the Great Dragon fueled my rage. I thirsted for more power. I trained, and through assassinations gained fame and glory. I received the title Cyan Finch, the greatest assassin. But even with my newfound power and a great reputation, I was not satisfied. There was a desire inside me that needed to be quenched. But I knew that even with all my power I've accumulated, it was not enough to defeat the Great Dragon. My longing for vengeance was answered when I encountered the Black Dragon. He and I shared the same goal. We were both betrayed, and the vengeance inside him burned even greater than mine. I had gained a powerful ally to take down both Zilong and the Great Dragon. I stood at the entrance of the Hidden Land of Dragons, the Sky Arch. I stared at the cloud-enshrouded land as memories of my childhood flashed back. But I was not there to reminisce. With a slash of my defiant sword, the veil of illusion vanished, opening the entrance to the land of dragons. With my fellow assassins, we dashed inside. The ancient traps and enchantments activated as soon as they sensed intruders. One by one, my fellow assassins fell to the wicked attacks. But I did not stop, nor did I care. I was there to shed blood. Dragon blood. I soon arrived inside the Great Dragon Palace. All the guards were busy with the commotion outside. In the center of the palace loomed the Great Dragon. He looked at me with sad, disappointed eyes. I felt his pity. My rage erupted, and before I knew it, I lunged at him, going for the kill. With a silver flicker, Zilong appeared in front of me, blocking my sword with his spear. I felt elated. My enemy, my brother, my hatred was there. Me and Zilong in front of the Great Dragon once again. I would prove that I am the rightful successor. It will all end with Zilong's death. I would kill him in front of his father. I poured all my skills onto my sword. My years of training made me untouchable. Nonetheless, I realized that Zilong was not the same weakling that I had beaten before. He answered my sword with his furious spear, blow by blow. But as powerful as he had become, he was no match for my speed and finesse. My sword pointed at Zilong's eyes, ready to take his life. Then I trembled. It turns out that it was he who had the first fatal blow. He stopped his spear before it could take my life. I realized at that moment Zilong had done the same thing on our final match years ago. He purposely lost the match for me to become the successor. All these years I was selfishly claiming what I believed was mine, but Zilong never once changed. He was willing to give everything for me, as his friend and brother, and even now, as his enemy. I finally understood the look the great dragon had given me. I lowered my sword as shame and guilt washed over me. Then I remembered the dreadful black dragon. I remembered his anger and pain that is sure to devour everything in the hidden lands. I was there to act as a vanguard. I knew that his waves of attacks would soon follow. I knew then that I must stop him, even if it cost me my life. I would buy time for my friend and my master. I would atone for my sins.